how to replace the belt and clean your Electrolux ZAS 5200 upright bagless cleaner. Hi people, the video you're about to see is the part strip down of an Electrolux upright where the belt is broken. You can tell your belt's broken because for one thing the motor speed will go up, your cleaning power on it will be very much down, and you won't feel or hear the carpet agitator beating the carpet. This video has been done, it's been done backwards actually, because it was done when the machine was stripped down and being rebuilt up again. You will need a Torx screwdriver and a Phillips. You can replace your filters if you want to. Some of the filters you can wash, some of them you have to replace, it's marked on them. But the video is done in various sections, so you can, if you want to, just watch the section you're interested in. Anyway, let's get on with it. And first off, to replace your broken belt, all you have to do is remove 4 corner screws, one in each corner on the top cover. They're Phillips screws. There's nothing to do underneath the cleaner to replace your belt at all. So just get your Phillips screwdriver and take your 4 corner screws out. You can then lift the cover off. There's no problems there, nothing to do with that. And then you'll see your belt. As you can see, this is a good belt, but yours will be broken, and you'll have to stretch it. Put your new belt on the agitator, which you just pull out and put your new belt on it. Stretch it over the motor pulley, and then just turn the belt until it's in the centre of the pulley section. So here we are with the machine stripped down now. We've done the belt bit. We might go back to that in a bit. And these are all the parts from the filtration, cleaning and dust collecting side, washed and ready to go back in the machine. Don't worry if you've not made a note of it, this video will show all about it. And there's your part number for the belt when you go to the shop. So this is a picture of all the dust collecting and filtration parts in a sort of a blow up diagram to help you reassemble your machine. There's your agitator with the new belt on, and that's the wrong way around actually, so we have to turn that around because the agitator has the space on the right hand side with a little crowned pulley on it. You see that crowned wheel? That's so that the belt pulls itself back into the middle if ever it should go off to one side. That goes on the right hand side of the machine looking at the front. Put your belt on the pulley first, because you're going to have to stretch that to get your agitator back in place. There are only 4 screws which hold on the top cover to get at the agitator, and they are Phillips screws. There's 1 in each corner. They're not hard to get at, they're not tight, they're just a snug fit. If you over tighten them you'll strip the thread because they're only plastic, so don't go easy on those Phillips screws there. Filters, some of them can be washed and some of them you have to replace. This is the HEPA filter. This is the cover for the HEPA filter, the orange one we've just put back in. It's a bayonet fixing. You just give it a little turn to get it in and out and replace your HEPA filter. You can't wash the HEPA filter, and then to put it back in you simply just give it a twist to the left. We'll do that bit again. You put your filter in there, your new filter. This is an old one, I haven't got a new one at the moment, so I'll get one, but you know, yeah, as it is. And I'm only human, I didn't have one with me. So there we are, it's a bayonet fixing cover on the HEPA filter, and just give it a turn until it drops into place, and then give it another twist and go on turning. We'll get it next time. Anyway, it fits into place like that. And there's your dust collector, your dustbin for the machine itself. And this collar here, you can see which way on this goes and how to reassemble it now. You've got 2 screws which hold on the bowl. There's your filters there, you can wash those too. you must make sure they're dry before you put them back. Take note of which way around these parts go. It gets a little bit confusing, you know. If you're good at doing modelling and Airfix, you'll get it straight away. But now these two screws here, they're not dead opposite. They're slightly offset to make sure that you get this thing on the right way around. If you've got it the wrong way around, you won't see the screw holes. So just give it a turn and you will find that it will then fit on better and your screws will be in the right place. All these parts can be washed in the sink with some warm water and a bit of washing up liquid and a sponge and a toothbrush. An old toothbrush, of course. You know, you don't want to brush your teeth when it's been around the vacuum cleaner with a toothbrush, do you? And there's your two screws. These are Torx screws, so you will need a Torx screwdriver to replace them. If you haven't got a Torx screwdriver, you can use a small flat screwdriver which will turn them, and it will turn them tight enough for plastic mouldings, because if you over tighten a plastic moulding you'll strip the threads, and then of course you've got to get new body parts which you wouldn't want. Now here's the inner chamber here, the inner vortex chamber, and once again this goes a particular way round until you find it slotting into place over those lugs. And I've actually had a good look at this, and why it has to go that particular way round I'm not quite sure, but the collar which goes on the has to fit on those lugs as well. And there we are, so that's the way up. You can see it's got a disc-shaped edge around it, so make a note which way up this goes, otherwise you'll be scratching your nut trying to work it out. And once you've got it in the right place, it clips in on a bayonet fitting again, and that's your assembly almost done there. Those holes get clogged up, and if you don't clean this out, you could use an old hairbrush to tap it and it'll unblock all the holes. There we are, showing you that once again there, how it goes on. And that's your assembly there, complete now, ready to be put back in. Now here's your top filter. Again, you've got to, you can wash these two. That part I'm holding there, that can be washed, and so can the grey black sponge. But you must make sure that it is absolutely bone dry before you reassemble it and use the vac. Otherwise, as soon as you switch it on, all the dust particles will turn to mud, and that just places back in there. There's no bayonet fixing in there at all. But you've probably already done that on your vacuum cleaner as it is anyway. Snap that shut, and your two assemblies there. It's ready to go back into the canister, a dustbin if you like. They're very easy to strip down, these parts also. If you're thinking about stripping it down, you can strip it down by looking at this reassembly video. If you've got a backwards switch, you could do it backwards, I suppose. There we are. That's just showing which way on the canister goes. I'm sure most people will know that already, but if you're new to the vacuum, you may have a bit of a puzzle, and it'll show you which way around to put it. Once you've done this assembly once, you'll find it easy to do. And the lower part fits to the other part on this. You've got an unlock position and a lock position on here. That's in the unlock position. You just give it a twist to the left and it's in the lock position there. That just drops onto there and then snaps into the handle, and you're almost set to go. And there we are. There's your vacuum cleaner reassembled.